Now the iPhone 13 Pro has that Apple A15 Bionic chip inside of it with 6 gigs of RAM, where the iPhone XS has that Apple A12 Bionic chip inside of it with 4 gigabytes of RAM. So let's go and see which one is the faster phone between both of these. Okay, there we go. And all the apps are clear in the background, as you guys could see. Now start letting them up. Let's do phone calls, 3, 2, 1. And pretty much the same thing. Hopping out of this one, let's do music, 3, 2, 1. And definitely the 13 Pro, which is on the right, was faster there. Hopping out of this one, let's get into the App Store, 3, 2, 1. Now I do think that, I'm not connected to the network here, so we'll just load that one up in the background for like RAM management. Now let's go and get into clock, 3, 2, 1. And pretty much the iPhone 13 Pro, I think, was the faster one. Photos, 3, 2, 1. And for some reason, the 13 Pro didn't want to click that. But again, we'll load that one up for the background. Now let's just load up the camera in the background like that. And as always, we have news and some other third-party apps we'll get into in a second. And this one loaded up that one. We do have the network connection here. Stocks, 3, 2, 1. And we're probably going to get into a network connection problem here as well. Or a black screen. Or, yep, there we go. Now let's start loading up some of these third-party applications right here. Versus blocks, 3, 2, 1. And you can see pretty much the same thing almost. They were almost identical. Hopping out of this one, let's get into thank you. 3, 2, 1. And the iPhone 13 Pro was a faster one there. Gameplay-wise, they're probably going to be roughly around the same. Hopping out of this one, let's get into Dropbox. 3, I don't have it here. Let's get into Quizlet. 3, 2, 1. And I think the 13 Pro again was a faster one there. It's going to do this Temple Run, 3, 2, 1. And I think this is the first version of Temple Run. I don't know if I'm in a game on either one of these. I don't know why we even got into that one. So we'll just load that one up in the background for RAM management too. Let's do Fruit Ninja, 3, 2, 1. And it will probably look like the 13 Pro is the faster one here. And although we did get into this panel faster, like I mentioned, we do have a network connection thing going on with the iPhone 13 series right now. Snapchat, 3, 2, 1. And the iPhone 13 was faster there, 13 Pro. So Temple Run 2, 3, 2, 1. And almost identical, they were pretty close between these two, which is pretty surprising. And yep, I think the iPhone 13 Pro was slightly faster, but they were so close. Now the iPhone 13 Pro does have this, because that camera sensor is so big, it actually kind of curves and kind of hits the side a little bit too much, which is kind of annoying. Hopping out of this one, let's get into Netflix, 3, 2, 1. And yeah, this one pretty much covers up this one too. So I think ultimately you guys can kind of tell which one is the faster one. I think the iPhone 13 Pro is the faster one more often than not. And I think that goes without saying. If you have an iPhone XS, going to a 13 Pro is a pretty good upgrade, I think. They do a pretty good job. RAM management seems to be about the same too. So that pretty much covers up the speed.